So at this point, maybe you've been playing violin for a while now and you're comfortable with where to put your fingers down on the fingerboard and how to have a nice relaxed bow hand when you're playing. So at this point, a technique that could be useful to learn next is something called vibrato. And you've probably heard vibrato before, even if you didn't know what it's called. Violinists aren't the only ones who use vibrato. Singers use vibrato, and lots of different instrumentalists use vibrato as well. And it just refers to kind of a shaking of the pitch, and it's used for creative expression. So let me just show you what that sounds like on violin. So you see when I was playing those notes, each of them kind of were shaking a little bit, right? Let me play the same thing without vibrato so you can hear the difference. Right? So vibrato is when each note is shaking a little bit. So the rule number one when we're learning vibrato on violin is to be patient. I remember it took me a ridiculously long time to learn how to make my vibrato sound the way I wanted it to. And I remember thinking, I'm never going to get this, I'm never going to get this. And then I got it. So even if it doesn't sound the way you want it to sound, keep working on it and keep using it in whatever situation you can. Because when we're practicing vibrato, what we're doing is we're building finger strength. And the stronger your fingers get, the easier it's going to be to play vibrato. All right? So when we first start working on this, I would just forget about the bow hand. Don't worry about the bow hand right now. Let's focus on the left hand. So you pick a finger. It doesn't matter which finger. Some people find the second finger the easiest, so I'm going to start with that one. Right now I'm on the D string on F, but it doesn't matter which note you're using. So for me, second finger, my points of contact right now are the finger on the string and also the meaty part of my thumb right here. So my finger on the string is kind of like an anchor. My hand is still relaxed though. My hand and my wrist are very relaxed, but my finger is anchored on the string. And then what's going to happen is my hand tries to shake or tries to move up and down, but it doesn't move because my finger is anchored down. So if my hand and wrist are relaxed enough, it should look a little bit like this. You see? My wrist is trying to get my hand to move, but my finger's saying, nope, you're staying in this spot, right? Let's try this with different fingers as well. Here I'm doing my third finger, right? Try second finger, or first finger, sorry. And pinky's going to be the hardest one, but you can try that one too. You see? So once you've kind of got the hang of that, then you can maybe try adding the bow. So when you're first starting out, just play some really long notes, long bows on the same note, and try to get the sound that you're looking for, which might be something like this. Right? Just keep practicing long notes until it sounds the way you want it to. You can try different fingers. Okay? You can do that on all your fingers, and you can do it on all the strings. Right now we were just on the D string, but we can do that on all the strings. Okay? So once you've practiced that a little bit, then maybe you could try playing vibrato on a scale that you know really well. So for example, you could do this on the G major scale and use vibrato on every note. So why don't I play a little bit of that? see I'm going nice and slow, and I'm really trying to get some vibrato going on every single note. All right, so that's one thing you can work on. You can also try to bring vibrato into whatever piece you're playing. The best thing to do is to just play vibrato as much as you can, just to get used to it. And again, we're strengthening our fingers, and it will get easier as you go along. Don't get scared off if it's not sounding the way it should right away. Just stick with it. So once we get better at this, we can use this tool, we can use vibrato as a way to create expression in our pieces. We can use vibrato in specific spots for specific reasons. We can also do vibrato at different speeds for different reasons, right? We can do a faster vibrato, or maybe we want to do a slower one, right? So play around with it, and play around with different fingers, different strings, and remember not to give up. Don't get frustrated. All right, so I hope you have fun practicing this new technique, and happy practicing.